So another scenario that can happen is you end up on the ground. So you're training your child to defend themselves in a real situation. Most self-defense situations end up in close and end up on the ground. The reality of self-defense is usually one person's adrenalized. When they get adrenalized, they tend to want to grab. And they're also being aggressive, so they're moving in. So most fights end up close. Oftentimes there's a takedown or someone trips, and then they end up in the ground. So I'm going to show you what to do. Worst case scenario, your child ends up on their back. Now, normally in most martial arts or any self-defense, if you're on your back, you're losing. It's wrestling, your shoulders pinned to the mat, you lose. But in a self-defense situation, if I'm on my back, I actually have some advantages. So if I got knocked down, if I fall, first of all, if I fall down, I want to tuck my chin to my chest. This is called a break fall. The last thing I want to do is fall back and let my head hit the floor. The other thing I don't want to happen is to fall on my elbow. If you fall in concrete, you could break your elbow. You also don't want to try and stop the fall. If I'm getting thrown or tripping and I do this, very easy to injure the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the collarbone, the neck. So basically to practice a break fall, so I'm falling down, I just tuck my chin, and I can slap the mat outside of my hips, okay? If I end up on my back, self-defense wise, if I was attacked, I would be kicking at the knees, the groin, the face. I don't have to have a perfect side kick, round kick, hook kick. From here, this will work under adrenal stretch, which I'm basically just kicking. Real situation, I could be yelling, okay? I'm just striking with the heel. You could hit a brick wall with your heel, you're not gonna hurt your heel. Whereas if I threw a roundhouse kick, and I wasn't real good at it, and I landed the toes, I could bend my ankle back, I throw a roundhouse kick, I hit the shin, I hurt my own shin. So for self-defense, we wanna keep it simple. So from their back, they would just be here. I don't necessarily have to protect my face right here, because if my attacker tried to punch me, they have to go through my legs, which my legs are going to be a lot longer than the arms. But it is an option to put the hands up. The drill we can do without striking is my partner's job, so Scott's going to try and circle. If he gets past my legs, this is called passing the guard. If it was self-defense, now he could punch me, he could kick me, he could get on top of me and submit me. So I never want someone on the side of me, which is called side control. I never want him in mount, which is on top of me. I never want him behind me, which is the back. Those are the basic 4 positions of Jiu-Jitsu. This position is called the guard. The guard is basically where I can use both my hands and both my feet. I don't want to be here for self-defense, but if I end up here because the person is bigger, stronger, trip me, your child got attacked by someone bigger, stronger, they can defend themselves. So the drill is going to be, arms on the floor, you want to curl your head up and make your butt back like a saucer, like a rocking chair, so I can move. Okay, if I stay flat on my back, and my partner starts moving, I'm stuck to the floor and I can't move. So what I want to do is I bring my knees to my chest and I follow. So he moves and I follow. And if you do this with your child, you should do it also because it's a great ab workout. You give it about a minute and your abs are going to be screaming. Okay? So I can just follow. So my hands are on the floor. I'm bringing my knees in. So I lift my hips and I follow. Knees in and follow. Okay? The next level of this drill, if you're doing it with your child or they're doing it with you, you can actually start to make a little bit of physical contact. So I can put the feet on the hips. So now I have a little bit of context. Now if my partner's moving around, now I can stay with them. Okay? Now my feet can go on the hips. You can put them inside of the legs like a butterfly hook. That'll keep you stuck. And now I can use my hands. Okay? I can also use my legs outside of the legs. So I've got a little bit of control. So now I stick with them. Or I can mix and match. I can have one inside, one outside. Okay? I can have one on the hip, one inside. You can mix and match. And that way we can start to set up a scenario where his job is to try and get around my legs. My job is to keep him right in front. That way I can strike so I can defend myself. Or I can start using my feet and my hands to do submissions or sweeps.